Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this... He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially... Chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rummenigge. Gullit. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Bale. Thuram. Vieira. Mohamed Salah. That's very neat.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's neat. Salah. Gullit. Gullit. And the counter is on. Dink through. Nedved has it out wide and in space. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Bale. Nedved. That's a lovely, neat pass. Maldini gets over and intercepts. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. Portugal are level.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rummenigge. Nedved. Yaya Toure. Shandong Taishan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nedved. Vieira. Nedved. Terrific header!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Seedorf. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Rummenigge. Oh, that's well spotted. And the first half is done. Portugal head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Some first half thoughts?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. With Seedorf. And that should get the job done. Seedorf. He's got the shot away! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Fiddles it through. No, that was never going to make it. Araujo.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bale, Yaya Toure. Great pressure, plenty of it. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Shandong Taishan have it back and can go again. And it's Bale. The ball has bounced loose now. Vieira. Gullit. Chance here to counter. He's found a way past. Vieira. Mohamed Salah to Bale, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Gullit. Yaya Toure. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... And the shot! Yaya Toure. Mohamed Salah. Can he spark a counter here? Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 23.
Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Now he's off and running. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Bale. Yeah. Nedved. Now Kaká. And here's the chance to counter. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele. Vieira. Dembele! And that's caused a worry or two.
Dembele did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Forwards and with intent. Seedorf, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Nedved. Passes short and sharp. Nedved, real chance! And he hits the net. Into the lead once more.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Shandong Taishan go into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kvaratskhelia, he's had a shot! They've done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Shandong Taishan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Nedved, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found him in space! Portugal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bale. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kaká clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Dembele.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
He's had a hit! They are rampant! And surely that settles it! As simple as you like, the outcome, and we're done. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up... He's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Shandong Taishan with the corner, there first. There's the hit! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's following up. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And he's intervened well there.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defensive.
And the shots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. This is promising. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Vieira. Araujo. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He's through here. Now there's a fine ball. And Hullet! And that is wildly off target.
Portugal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He could be in here. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's away. He's free. He has got space. And the shot! Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Yaya Toure, well seen, saw that coming. Chips it through. Rummenigge. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Nedved. Now it's Gullit. Now the finish! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he cuts out the supply. Luis Suarez looking tidy in possession here. Yaya Toure. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nedved has been caught there, it's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And he can clear it away. Shandong Taishan get their fourth corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Gullit. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. It's an early cross. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tomiyasu cuts it out. And here's Gullit. Luis Suarez. That is a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Suarez might just make this. Now it's Ronaldinho. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rummenigge.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Nedved. Yaya Toure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Seedorf. Mbappe. That's Vieira. Rijkaard. Vieira. And here's Gullit. Gullit. Brilliantly cut out. Nedved. And that interception was most necessary. Portugal have reclaimed it. Ronaldinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Nedved. Vieira. Now it's Gullit. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Hits one! And they've got rid. And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Portugal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the second half gets underway. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 23. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 18. Owen.
Seedorf. Gullit. Now it's Owen. Shandong Taishan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting.
There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance! Oh, that's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Mbappe! Nedved!
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Nedved. Good read, needed to be. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well read, and the danger is averted. Great hit! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Seedorf. Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking for the runner. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tomiyasu. And it's Maldini. He's gone forward. Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Kvaratskhelia! It's there! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Taken back almost at once. And it's Nedved. And here's Owen. Owen going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. Can he finish? It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Shandong Taishan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Shandong Taishan do have a chance to counter here. And here's Mbappe. Bale. And he's in on goal.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
I think we're just about done here.
Portugal can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Chance to finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
4 added minutes on the board. Nedved. Passing nice and neat. Pierre. Bellingham. Mbappe. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Succumbs to the pressure. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 3. Sidarfe.
And that's that. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Hullet picking up. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. And it's Vieira. Look at the space here. And Portugal can counter-attack here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, it really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn. I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Hullet, and he's onside. No way through, so back it comes. Seedorf. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Thuram. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. He's been doing ever so well, just reacting faster.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back in. Opts to play it back. Yaya Toure. Shandong Taishan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Nedved. Hullet. Shandong Taishan finding their passes. Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Vieira. Seedorf. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And the shot! There it is!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Shandong Taishan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring, because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Always onto this. That is a shooting chance! He has found has another go! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mbappe. That has been cut short. He can run onto that. Well, there's the clearance. There's the hit! Gullit gets flagged offside. There's the whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Vieira. And here's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Nedved powering forward here. And it's Seedorf. And he's hit Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nedved plays it short. Into the box. Now, who's going to be first to this? Maldini goes on a charge down the left. Rummenigge being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. A corner it is then. Portugal have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Maldini. Nedved. Well, they can break here. Yaya Toure. Always onto this. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yaya Toure. Seedorf.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Gullit. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Yaya Toure. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. He's got away. Araujo cuts it out. Yaya Toure. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved looking to add to his goal. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! It's in! And again they hit the front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 8.
Shandong Taishan get themselves into the lead.
Número 21.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Número 20. Bale. Número 18. Owen. Número 22. Número 15. Número 14.
Mateus gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Maldini. And he was quick to react. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Bale. He's had it taken off him. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Can he put it away? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mateus. And here's Shevchenko. Defending of the desperate variety. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, super ball. Now that... Decent hit! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Shandong Taishan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Mateus. Eto'o. And they've got rid. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And it ended...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's happy to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back, and endeared himself to the fans even more by getting on the score sheet. Remember that game in Madrid back in 2022?
It doesn't get much bigger, better than those capital Catalan conflicts. 4-0 in the end?
Absolutely, yes.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice sequence of passes, this. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And now the hit! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
It's a throw-in. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away. And that is a little undercooked. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Knocks it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Eto'o. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's delightful. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great defending, strong and determined. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pullet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Vieira. Pull it. And here's Vieira. And pull it! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pull it, is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Vieira. Half an hour played now. Neto. Yaya Toure. It's a good run down the right. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, good-looking ball. That is a great... Bullet! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Shandong Taishan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Yaya Toure. Eto'o. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Vieira. And it's Nedved. And here's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nedved looking to penetrate opposition lines. Seedorf. Vieira. And it's Belletti. Now Neymar. Eto'o.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's had it taken off him. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Portugal come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise...
Oh, he's been caught on it! Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Vieira. Yaya Toure. And pull it! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, good defence is built on positioning, communication, and you've got to have a desire to attack the ball, but they were found really wanting then on all three aspects. Nobody took charge.
Shandong Taishan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Nedved. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't...
There's the hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Thuram can get it clear. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what has happened here? And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
60 minutes played. And he's had it nicked away. Gullit. So there's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Belletti.
So what can they make of this?
Mbappe. And it's Nedved.
Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gullit. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Mohamed Salah. And here's Eto'o. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Vieira. And it's Salah. And here's Eto'o. Tries to dink it through. Gullit.
Belletti.
Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Hoisted in. Good ball over the top. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Vieira.
Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Eto'o. Eto'o! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 7.
Shandong Taishan take the lead.
Número 11.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's...
And the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Ronaldinho goes short. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. He can get that clear. Mohamed Salah. Oh, nice touch. And here's Bale.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Bale. That's Vieira.
Big chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Portugal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Portugal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Stood up well to him there. Seedorf. Shevchenko. Interesting ball. Araujo. And he has a goal! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Portugal could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that's that. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Owen claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Shapes to shoot! Just off target. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gullit. Tomiyasu calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gullit. Gullit!
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. Mbappe looks to the finish. And he comes up trumps again.
Mbappe can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now Yaya Toure. Luis Suarez. He's away. It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Shandong Taishan with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Thuram can get it clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Gullit. And that interception was most necessary. Shandong Taishan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And it's Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Nedved. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Vieira. Now it's Nedved. And here's Nedved.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Thuram. Mbappe. Toure makes the interception. Tomiyasu. And it's Yaya Toure. Vieira. Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yaya Toure. Shandong Taishan have a free kick. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's a nicely measured pass. Rummenigge.
Great hit!
Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rummenigge. Now it's Gullit. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gullit. And it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tomiyasu cuts it out. Now it's Luis Suarez, and that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gear. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus.
And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Seedorf. That looks a cracking ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That is a great ball. There's the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And it's Yaya Toure. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful.
Tries a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Portugal have their second corner now. Oh, smashing head! That's another chance! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Portugal go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Pinches it off him. Some really good ball movement. And Gullit! He has done it! Level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Out towards the flank. Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Shandong Taishan get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. He's onside! Now there's a fight. And the shot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That's a sharp pass. Plenty to aim at here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 7.
Rijkaard.
Número 23.
Pulls out once more.
Número 3. Sidarfe. Número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 18. Owen. Número 22.
And it's Shevchenko.
Bale. Número 10.
Owen. Hits one!
Número 14.
Oh, nearly, but not quite. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Decent hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Five minutes to add. Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Owen.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen.
And there goes the final whistle. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.